Chad Jackson with you here at Pirate Field as we are set for game number 2 of this collegiate baseball doubleheader. Armstrong State and Paine set to wrap up the 3-game weekend series. And in game number 3 for Armstrong State, it'll be Sam Goberdon as the starting pitcher. And he'll be countered by Paine's Zach Radar. Goberdon making his second start of the year, the sophomore left-hander from Darden College. Pitched last Saturday down in Daytona Beach against Valdosta State. Gave up 4 runs and 4 hits in 4 2/3 innings, walked 5, struck out 3, but was not involved in that decision. That was the game again that went to 16 innings, won by Valdosta State 5-4. And his counterpart for Paine College, Zach Radar, 6-foot sophomore from Kingsland, Georgia, in Camden County High School. 0-1 with a 6.23 ERA in 2 appearances. Through 8 2/3 innings and gave up 16 hits, 13 runs, but only 6 earned. Walked 5, struck out 6 down in the weekend series against Flagler last weekend. The starting lineups for both teams as Goberdon continues his warm-up tosses. For Paine, it'll be Kendrick Elder leading off, playing center field. Fentress Henderson will play third and bat second. Ricky Carvajal, the shortstop, bats third. Jaziel Morel, the first baseman, bats cleanup. Adam Martin, the left fielder, bats fifth. Jerron Johnson, the catcher, bats sixth. Gabriel Guzman, the right fielder, bats seventh. Randall Quarles, the DH, bats eighth. And Aaron Ushery, the second baseman, will bat ninth. Defensively for the Pirates behind Goberdon, Mark Felton's behind the plate here for game number 2, our doubleheader. Caleb Slaughter at first. Chandler Corley at second. Chandler Corley at short. Trey Paluski at second. Timothy Gray at third, and in the outfield from left to right, Will Hodges, Mike Warren, and Trey Roberts. Sam Goberdon's first pitch to Kendrick Elder is a strike, and we are underway here from Pirate Field. Game 3 of the Paine College Lions and the Armstrong State Pirates. Goberdon's next pitch, low for a ball. Pirates won the first game yesterday 17-8, won the second game earlier today 21-2. 20 hits for the Pirates in yesterday's affair, 23 hits for the Pirates today, and there is a hot shot to third. Gray takes it on the high hop, throws over to first, and there's one down. And that'll bring up Fentress Henderson. Henderson had a hit in the first game today. Paine College had 8 hits in the earlier game today. Goberdon's first pitch to him is a strike. The 0-1 delivery. Check swing. Pitch was a little bit high, so the count goes to 1-1. Henderson also drew a walk and was hit by a pitch, so officially 1 for 3 in the first game against the Pirates in this doubleheader. Good pitch from Goberdon there. Is letter high for a strike, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. And there's an inside-out swing that's a foul ball right at the plate. So the count remains 1-2. Goberdon out of Adel, Georgia. Pitched 1 year for Darden College before joining the Pirates this season. One of 3 left-handed pitchers on the staff. Tanner Hall, who pitched game 1 for the Pirates, got the win after giving up 2 runs in 5 innings. Blake Turner, the third lefty on the staff, as this one is hit foul down the right side off the bat of Henderson. Another foul ball from Henderson, and he stays alive against Goberdon. Armstrong State in the maroon tops today with white pants, gold numbers, as there is called strike 3, and Henderson knew it as soon as Goberdon delivered the pitch, and that is out number 2 in the inning for the Lions. And that brings up the shortstop, Ricky Carvajal, hitting .211 on the young season. In game 1, though, he had a 2-run home run. Also had a single, officially 2 for 5 in the loss to the Pirates earlier today. Goberdon's first pitch to him, big swing and a miss for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. A little bit inside, a little bit low as well. And it's 1-1. Young Harris King College tied 7-7 in the 8th up at Young Harris. Swinging a ground ball deep in the hole at short. Long throw for Corley is up the line, and that's going to be an infield hit for Carvajal. So the first base hit for the Lions puts a 2-out runner on for Jaziel Morel. Morel 1 for 5 in game 1 of our doubleheader. Drops his season average to .412. First pitch to him, he pops it up, foul territory. Caleb Slaughter gives it a look, but it will go out of play for strike 1. Goberdon checks the runner at first, not a very big lead for Carvajal, and Morel fouls off the next pitch for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Goberdon with the pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3, and Goberdon works a scoreless first, gives up 1 hit. We head to the bottom of the first. Pirates coming to bat. I'm looking up. Bottom of the first inning here at Pirate Field, and this is the lineup that Armstrong State will send against Zach Radar. Mike Warren will lead things off and play center field. Chandler Corley, the second baseman, the shortstop, will bat second. Zach Goebel, the designated hitter, will bat third. Will Hodges, the left fielder, bats cleanup. Timothy Gray, third baseman, bats fifth. Caleb Slaughter, the first baseman, bats sixth. Mark Felton will be behind the plate and bats seventh. Trey Paluski, the second baseman, bats eighth. And Trey Roberts will be in right field and bat ninth. As Warren steps in, hitting .448 now on the season after a good first game, 3 for 3 with a walk. He scored 3 runs and had 2 stolen bases. He was caught trying to steal on another attempt. And that was very early in that 21-2 Pirate win. Zach Radar making his third appearance for Paine. Delivers a first pitch strike to Warren. Radar played his high school ball at Camden County High School. Next pitch to him is low. Pitched a complete game in the 11-0 loss to Flagler on Sunday last week, but also pitched an inning and 2/3 in the first game of that series. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Warren. Macon native Andrew College transfer, and that one sails in on him. He spun out of the way of it to avoid getting hit, and it's 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch is outside. So the count is now run full. Three balls, 2 strikes. The pitch swung on and hit to center field. Charging hard is Elder, and he will make the catch. A great sliding grab by Kendrick Elder in center field to rob Mike Warren of a hit, and there's one away.
Now batting, number 7, Chandler Corley.
That brings up Chandler Corley. Two for 5 in the first game, but drove in 5 runs, including a bases-clearing double in the bottom of the 8th that put the capper on the 21-2 win for the Pirates. First pitch to him is low for a ball. Corley hitting .286 now on the season. Ground hot shot into left field, and Chandler Corley has a base hit. He's going to stop around first and be held to a single, but a 1-out base hit for the Pirates. We'll bring up the designated hitter, Zach Goebel.
Up next for the Pirates, number 32, Zach Goebel.
Goebel has had good first innings in both of the games against Paine. Had a 3-run home run yesterday, had an RBI single earlier today. As a throw over to first chases Chandler Corley back to the bag. Goebel hitting .333, was 1 for 2, but scored 4 runs and drove in a pair. As that ball gets away from the catcher, and the catcher Johnson is shaken up on the play. Corley advances to second, but Johnson is still down on the play. We're going to take a short break as Johnson looks to be okay as he picks himself up off the ground, but we'll be right back after this short break. Teron Johnson looks to be okay behind the plate, takes a couple of warm-up pitches from Radar, and now it will be a 1-0 count on Zach Goebel with Chandler Corley down at second base. Radar's pitch to Goebel swung on and grounded to short, and they get the out at first. Carvajal tried to tag Corley, but Corley actually retreated and was able to avoid the tag, so it's just a 6-3 ground out for Goebel. Hodges steps in hitting .381. In game one, went 3 for 4 with 3 runs scored, 5 runs batted in, including a second grand slam of the weekend. First pitch is low for ball 1. One 0 pitch, that's a strike. And it's 1-1. Corley on at second, 2 down. We're in the bottom of the first, game 2 of our doubleheader between Armstrong State and Paine College. 1-1 pitch, swung on and lifted foul. And it's 1-2. 1-2 delivery. Swung on and grounded through the hole into left field. That's a base hit. Rounding third and scoring is Corley. Hodges digs for 2 and is safe with a hustle double. And that will give the Pirates a 1-0 lead. Timothy Gray bats now for the Pirates. Gray now hitting .522 on the year. As he swings and hits a hot shot to third, Henderson picks it up, throws on to first, and a nice dig at first base by Martin to get the out. But the Pirates strike first on the RBI double by Will Hodges. We go to the top of the second, 1-0 Armstrong State. Adam Martin leads off the second inning for Paine. Armstrong State leads it 1-0. Martin, left-handed hitting first baseman who also pitched in the game earlier today. Hitting 150 on the season. Went 1 for 4 in game number 1. Sam Goberdon delivers a pitch, and that hits him. That came up and in on the lefty, and Martin trots down to first base after being hit by the pitch, and that's the leadoff runner on for Paine. And it brings up the catcher, Jerron Johnson. Johnson 0 for 2, but was hit by a pitch and drew a walk in the first game of our doubleheader. Quick throw over to first, but Slaughter has to come off the bag to field it. Now Goberdon delivers, and Jerron Johnson shows bunt, but bunts it foul. for strike one. Paine College will be in action Wednesday against crosstown rival Augusta University out at Lake Olmsted Stadium. As there's a strike from Goberdon, and he's ahead of Johnson 0-2. Pirates again will be in Sumter, South Carolina on Wednesday, taking on Catawba in a 5 p.m. neutral site contest. Pirates will then return home to host Salem International for 4 games coming up this next weekend. 0-2 pitch taken high for a ball. We will have the first game on Saturday for you, the 11 o'clock affair, before we have to go take our equipment back into Alumni Arena for Armstrong State basketball that day. Swinging a foul back to the screen. Keeps the count at 1-2 on Johnson. Pirates will host Francis Marion. Women's game will be at 4. The men's game will be at 6. And at halftime of the men's game, we will introduce you to the newest inductees in the Armstrong State Athletic Hall of Fame. 5 new members and 1 service citation honoree to be honored on Friday night on campus. Foul ball again by Johnson keeps it 1-2, including former Armstrong State right-handed pitcher from the 80s, Ricky Meeks, who won 29 games in his career, and head coach Joe Roberts, who was the head coach for 34 seasons here at Armstrong State. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Goberdon checks the runner at first, and then time is called by Johnson at the plate. The other inductees: women's soccer player Christina Pascutti, men's tennis player Mick Erdoya, and women's tennis player Johanna Dahlbach. Swinging a pop-up, very shallow center field. Drifting back is the second baseman Paluski, and he will make the grab for out number 2. Or excuse me, out number 1. No, it is out number 2. Is 1, okay. Scoreboard crossing me up on that. All right, so 1 down, 1 on for Paine College, and Gabriel Guzman, the right fielder, steps to the plate. Guzman takes a pitch low from Goberdon for ball 1. Guzman 1 for 4 with a double in game number 1. Hails from the Dominican Republic. Swings and hits this one to short. They go to second for 1, on to first, not in time, but it's a fielder's choice for the second out of the inning. Martin retired 6-4. And it brings up Randall Quarles, the designated hitter. Quarles did not play in game 1 of our doubleheader today, but went 1 for 5 in yesterday's game against the Pirates with a double and an RBI. Quarles is a freshman from Atlanta, Georgia, and takes a first pitch strike from Goberdon. And it's 0-1. 1 on, 2 out, top of the second. Pirates leading Paine 1-0. Next pitch down and in for a ball. And the 1-1 pitch, instead of throw to first, chasing Guzman back to the bag. And the next pitch from Goberdon is high, so it's 2-1. Two balls, one strike. Goberdon with the pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Running over and making the catch is Will Hodges, and that will retire the side. We head to the bottom of the second. 1-0. Armstrong State leads. We head to the bottom of the second inning here at Pirate Field. Caleb Slaughter, Mark Felton, Trey Paluski to face Zach Radar here again in the second inning. Armstrong State leading it 1-0 on the RBI double by Will Hodges in the first inning. Slaughter takes a pitch low in the dirt for ball one. Caleb had 3 hits in game number 1 today, including a solo home run, his first one of the year. Now hitting .259 on the season. 1-0 pitch, high for a ball. Slaughter out of Cochran, Georgia. Transfer from Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College, playing his first season with the Pirates this year. Looks at a pitch over the plate for a strike. And so Zach Radar ready to deliver the 2-1 pitch to Slaughter. Down low for ball 3. Men's golf will be the next Armstrong State team in action. They tee it up tomorrow down in Lakeland as there's a chopper foul over towards the Pirate dugout to make the count full at 3-2. Pirates will play in the Matlock Collegiate Classic, one of the longest running Division II men's golf tournaments in the Southeast, hosted by Florida Southern College. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Slaughter swung on and chopped foul again. Pirates will play Monday and Tuesday down in Lakeland. And then Wednesday, a bevy of activity, including baseball at the neutral site game. Another foul ball from Slaughter keeps it 3-2. And basketball here at Alumni Arena. 5:30, 7:30, the Pirates against UNC Pembroke. Just 3 games remaining in the basketball schedule for the Pirates, the men's team and the women's team. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Slaughter hits this one in the air to left, very shallow left field. And coming on and making the running catch. Actually, no, he dropped it. And that's going to be a bloop double for Slaughter, because it was the shortstop Carvajal was the one who tried to make a play on it, and he was running kind of away from the ball. And it ends up falling in between him and the left fielder, Adam Martin. And so the Pirates have a runner on second, nobody out for Mark Felton, the freshman catcher from Valdosta, getting his first action of the weekend. Felton from Lowndes High School takes a pitch low for a ball. Felton 3 for 10 on the season, a double and an RBI. One 0 pitch swung on and popped up. Foul territory. Johnson is going to make the catch. And Jerron Johnson comes up with the play on the foul pop behind the plate. And that's the first out of the inning. So one down for Trey Paluski. Paluski 1 for 2 with a walk and a single in game 1 of our doubleheader. Hitting .417 on the season. Radar's first pitch to him is high, ball 1. One 1-0 pitch swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. One pitch from Radar is hit down the left field line. Martin on the run, but he will not be able to make a play on it. And it's now 1-2. Did he catch it? Oh, okay. Again, we cannot see down the left field line from our spot in the press box, so that is actually going to be a foul out for Paluski down the left field line for the second out of the inning. And it brings up Trey Roberts, the right fielder. Roberts came into the first game of our doubleheader in place of Mike Warren and went 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Caleb Slaughter still on at second. He led off the inning with a bloop double between the shortstop Carvajal and the left fielder Martin. But foul outs by Felton and Paluski mean there's 2 outs for Roberts. Next pitch from Radar is a strike, and it's 1-1. One ball, one strike. Roberts fouls off the pitch, and it's 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch swung on and missed, strike 3, and that will end the inning, as the Pirates cannot convert on the leadoff double by Slaughter. We're through 2 here at Pirate Field. 1-0 Armstrong State leads. Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field. Armstrong State leads Paine College 1-0. We head to the top of the 3rd inning. Aaron Ushery, the second baseman, will lead things off for the Lions. And Ushery looks at the first pitch strike from Sam Goberdon. Ushery started game 1 of our doubleheader and went 1 for 4 with a single. Did not play in yesterday's game against the Pirates. That pitch led her high for a strike. Goberdon gets ahead in the count 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch, a little bit low. Taken for ball 1. Ushery out of Atlanta. Our Lady of Mercy High School. Swinging a pop-up, foul territory. Slaughter over towards the warning track. He had it and then dropped it. He had it, and it looked like he was trying to just get the ball out of his glove and ended up dropping it. So it ends up being just a foul ball. And now head coach Calvin Culverson is saying, look, he was trying to take the ball out of the glove. He should be an out for recording it, and you don't then lose the out by trying to take the ball out of your glove and dropping it. So and again, the 1-2 pitch coming from Goberdon is outside for ball 2. Two pitch hit foul. Slaughter gave chase, but it was too tall for him to grab. Top of the third inning, 1-0, Pirates lead. 9-hole hitter up for Paine, and the 2-2 pitch to Ushery is low for a ball. It's 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. The pitch swung on and a little nubber up the middle. Fielded by Corley, throws on to first, and there's one away. So we'll head back to the top of the order now for Kendrick Elder, the center fielder. Elder grounded out to third, his first time up in this game. Goberdon's first pitch inside for a ball. Swinging a ground ball foul down the third base side. And it's 1-1. Some final scores from the early games today. Remember, 10 games around the league today. Young Harris beat King 10-7. Lynn defeated Columbus State 9-6. Slugfest and Pembroke 14-10. UNC Pembroke beats Concord. As the 1-1 pitch from Goberdon bounces in front of the plate for a ball. 6th inning in Tampa. Georgia College leads Tampa 8-5. Top of the 9th, and all tied between Augusta and West Georgia. USC Aiken leads Shepherd 15-5 in the 8th as there's a swing and a miss. And West Alabama scored 5 runs on Georgia Southwestern in the first inning and lead the Hurricanes 5-0. As that pitch is called a ball, and it's 3-2. And the 3-2 pitch well high for ball 4. Elder draws the walk. And it will bring up the third baseman, Fentress Henderson. Henderson 1 for 3 in the first game, struck out looking in the first inning of this one. Swings and misses of the first pitch from Goberdon for strike 1. That's what I'm looking for right there, that big cloud. Snap thrower to first, Elder back to the bag. Elder was caught stealing in the first inning, trying to steal third on a play early in that game. Another snap throw, and again, Elder back. 0-1 pitch from Goberdon, high, taken for a ball. One ball, one strike. Runner goes. They got him picked off. They got to throw down to second, though, and it's not in time. Goberdon threw to first, but didn't have a lot of zip on it, and so Elder was able to beat the throw from Slaughter to second, and it ends up being a stolen base for Elder. After all that, you get what you want. You get the runner picked off, but Elder just too fast, beating the throw from first. So a runner in scoring position for the Lions with just one out here in the third, and Goberdon wants to talk to Felton about the signals. Goberdon as a freshman at Darton College, 6-1, a 3.57 earned run average. Named to the GCAA All-Tournament team. That's the Georgia Junior College Association, as that pitch is high for a ball. Gave up just 66 hits and 73 and a third innings of work. Played his high school ball for Cook High School. Two-one pitch from Goberdon, fouled off down the right side. Roberts gives chase, but it's out of play. Two balls, two strikes. Goberdon with the pitch. Hit to first. Slaughter will take it himself. The runner will advance to third, but Henderson grounds out unassisted for the second out of the inning. And it brings up Carvajal. Carvajal singled off of Goberdon in the first inning. He is 3 for 6 in the doubleheader today. And again, had the two-run home run in the first game. First pitch from Goberdon, low for a ball. Swing and a fly ball into right field. Trey Roberts will come on in and make the grab, and that will retire the side. Paine threatens, but Goberdon and the Pirates pitch out of trouble. We head to the bottom of the third. Pirates leading 1-0. Chad Jackson back with you here in Pirate Field. Armstrong State leads Paine 1-0. Mike Warren, the top of the order for the Pirates. Leading things off, flew out to center field in the first inning. So he is 3 for 4 in the doubleheader today. First pitch swinging, and he swings and misses for strike one. And the 0-1 delivery, breaking ball strike, and it's 0-2. O2 pitch, that's high for a ball. And that one is fouled off. The count remains 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch in the dirt, taken for a ball. Raider last year for Paine was 2-4 with a 5.8 earned run average and 2 saves, made 22 appearances, 4 starts for the Lions. Ground ball or line drive up the middle, that's going to be a base hit. And Mike Warren has a 4-hit day in our doubleheader. And it brings up Chandler Corley. Corley singled off of Radar in the first inning. Throw over to first, Warren back to the bag. And the first pitch to Corley is inside for a ball. Quick throw again to first. A little closer this time, but Warren's still able to get back safely. Runner goes in the pitch. Throw down to second is not in time. Ushery thought he had made the swipe tag in time, but apparently not. The pitch was a strike, so it's a 1-1 count. But Mike Warren has his 3rd stolen base of the weekend. One ball, one strike. The pitch. Check swing by Corley on the pitch that was in the dirt, but they say he did not go around, so it's 2-1. Corley, the junior right-hander from Martinez, Georgia. Looks in at the pitch and swings and hits it through the hole in left field. That's a base hit. Rounding third is Warren. He will score, throw to second, and once again, the Pirates are going to have a runner thrown out at second trying to take an extra base, but it is an RBI single for Corley, and the Pirates lead it 2-0.
Up next for the Pirates, the DH,
Goebel steps in. Base is empty, but 1 run in. And 1 out. Goebel grounded out to short in the first inning. Looks at a strike here from Radar. Next pitch low for a ball. And it's 1-1. Radar's next delivery is a strike, so it's 1-2. And 1-2 pitch is hit into center field for a base hit, and Zach Goebel has his first hit of the game. 3 straight hits for the Pirates against Radar here. And it brings up Will Hodges. Who doubled in a run in the first. First pitch to Hodges is a strike. Hodges right now 6 for 11 this weekend with 10 runs batted in. 2 home runs, 2 doubles. And we're still only in the 3rd inning of this contest. 0-1 pitch to Hodges, swung on and missed. And it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch down low, blocked by Jerron Johnson behind the plate. And it's 1-2. One-two pitch hit in the air to left center field. Drifting back is the center fielder Elder, and at the warning track, he'll make the catch for out number 2. Hodges gave it a ride, but Elder tracked it down, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting third baseman Timothy Gray.
And that brings up Timothy Gray, grounded out to 3rd in the first inning after going 4 for 4 with 4 RBIs in our first game today. He is 5 for 8 this weekend. First pitch to him is in the dirt for a ball. Swing and a foul over towards the Paine dugout. Morrell gives chase, but won't be able to catch up to it. Goebel's on at first. 1 run in the inning for the Pirates, as there's a swing and a miss by Gray, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner goes. It's a hit and run. Grounder to third, scooped up by Henderson. And Fentress Henderson throws out Gray for the final out of the inning. Pirates get one on the RBI single by Chandler Corley. We head to the top of the fourth. 2-0 Pirates lead. Jaziel Morel leads off the fourth inning for Paine College. Looks at a pitch outside for a ball. Morel, Martin, and Johnson to face Gobernon here in the fourth. As that pitch is fouled off, and it's 1-1. Morel struck out against Gobernon in the first inning. The 1-1 pitch swung on and hit in the air to right. Trey Roberts barely has to move in order to make the catch for out number one. So with one down, it will bring up Adam Martin. Hit by a Gobernon pitch in the second inning. Swings and hits this one through the hole into left field for a base hit. So Adam Martin has a one-out single for Paine College. And he's been on base twice in this game. Nova Southeastern defeated North Georgia today, 9-7. Georgia College leads Tampa 8-7 in the top of the ninth inning. Augusta able to get the run in the ninth to beat West Georgia 4-3 the final there. West Alabama leads Georgia Southwestern 6-2 in the second. And USC Aiken leads Shepherd 17-5 in the ninth. Teron Johnson swings and misses at the 1-0 pitch from Gobernon. With a runner on first, one out. Pirates leading it 2-0. 2 runs, 6 hits for the Pirates. No runs, 2 hits for Paine. Pitch high, taken for a ball. And it's 2-1. And the next pitch also high. So Sam Goberdon falls behind Ron Johnson 3-1. 3-1 pitch into deep left field, drifting back and making the catch is Will Hodges for out number 2. Hodges had to track back all the way to the warning track to run down that ball from Johnson. And there's 2 away. So that brings up Gabriel Guzman, the right fielder. Reached on a fielder's choice in the second inning. He swings and hits one into left center field. That's a base hit. Martin stops at second. And there's 2 on with 2 out now for the DH, Randall Quarles. Quarles flew out to left field in the second inning. Goberdon's first pitch to him. Swung on and lifted in the infield. Pop up to third. Gray will make the grab, and that will retire the side. Paine gets 2 on, but Goberdon pitches out of the jam. We head to the bottom of the fourth. 2-0 Armstrong State leads. Couple of defensive changes for Paine here in the, bottom of the fourth inning. The new shortstop is number 16, Hardvis Batista, replacing Ricky Carvajal. And the new second baseman is number 15, Brad Dobler, replacing Aaron Ushery. As Caleb Slaughter bats, first pitch is a ball from Zach Rader. Second pitch, swung on and lifted into center field, and that will drop for a base hit for Slaughter. And Slaughter has A 2-for-2 game as he singled to lead off the fourth here after doubling to lead off the second. Now Mark Felton will bat. First pitch to him is in the dirt for a ball. Felton started 2 of the 3 games last weekend in Daytona Beach. As a throw over to first will chase Slaughter back to the bag. Pinch hit on a Wednesday in the game against Morehouse. Swings and lifts this one into very, very shallow left center field. And Elder's going to come all the way over to left field and make that grab in front of Felton. And that is the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Pirates, second baseman, Trey Paluski.
So with one down, Trey Paluski will now bat. Paluski fouled out in the second inning, 0 for 1 in this game. First pitch from Radar is outside for a ball. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. Grounder foul towards third base coaching box and assistant coach Brian English. He is unable to make the play. And it's 1-2. Zach Lance coaching at first base for the Pirates today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Radar with the pitch, and it's high for ball 2. And the 2-2 pitch is in the dirt, down and away. Paluski comes back, works a full count. Three balls, 2 strikes. We'll see if the runner Slaughter goes. He does not, and it's high and tight. So ball 4 to Paluski will put runners at first and second with 1 out for Trey Roberts.
Up next, right fielder, Trey Roberts.
Roberts was a strikeout victim of Radar in the second. 0 for 1 in the game, 1 for 3 in the doubleheader today. Through an inning for the Pirates in yesterday's game against the Lions. First pitch to him is a strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1. Caleb Slaughter on at second. Trey Paluski on at first. Pirates leading it 2-0. 0-1 pitch outside. And it's 1-1. Swing and a grounder through the hole into left field. That's a base hit. They'll hold. Now they're going to send the runner as the ball misplayed by Felton out in left field, and that's going to score a run. It's now 3-0.
Now batting, Mike Warren.
So back to the top of the order for Mike Warren, who singled and scored his last time up. Shows bunt and chops a bunt down the third base line, and that is a fantastic bunt as Fentress Henderson just waits to see where it will stop rolling, and it deadens a foot in the foul line. And that is a bunt single for Warren, and the bases are loaded.
Chandler Corley.
And that brings up Chandler Corley, who is 2 for 2 with an RBI. He singled in the first, then singled in Warren in the second, but was thrown out trying to stretch the single into a double. Swings and misses at the pitch in the dirt here for strike one. Eight hits now for the Pirates. Actually, 9 hits for the Pirates. 3 runs. No runs, 3 hits for Paine. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Pirates with single runs in the first, third, and fourth innings. And another swing and a miss, and Rader gets ahead of Corley now 0-2. Pitch, grounded to short, and it's bobbled by the shortstop. Safe all around. That's an error on Batista. It will get a run home, and the Pirates now take a 4-0 lead.
Now batting for the Pirates, Zach Goble.
And that will bring up Zach Goble. One for 2 with a single in his last at-bat. And the first pitch to him is in the dirt for a ball. So Hardvis Batista, who came into the game defensively for Paine at the beginning of this half inning, commits the error. Could have been 2 to get the Lions out of the inning. Instead, safe all around, bases still loaded, and still just 1 out. Radar's next pitch is a strike. And it's 1-1. One pitch low for a ball. So the 2-1 pitch coming from Radar. And that's a strike. It's 2-2. Will Hodges waits on deck. As Goebel has a 2-2 count. Swing and a shot down the left field line. That will score at least 2. They will hold the runner. Corley at third. It is a 2-run double for Zach Goebel, and the Pirates now lead at 6-0.
Up next, number 23, Will Hodges.
So Will Hodges bats with runners at second and third. Still just 1 out. Infield comes in for the Lions. Pirates now lead at 6-0. Hodges has doubled in a run and flied out to center field. First pitch, he swings and hits it into left field for a base hit. 1 run will score. Rounding third is Zach Goebel. He will score. And Will Hodges has 12 runs batted in this weekend. And the Pirates lead it now by a score of 8-0. So Timothy Gray will bat after the brief meeting on the mound by Paine College. And Zach Radar pitched pretty well through 3 1/3, but has run into a giant roadblock here in the 4th as his first pitch to Gray is a strike. Gray 0 for 2 in this game with a couple of ground outs to third. The error, of course, not helping Radar much in this inning, as Gray swings and misses the 0-1 offering. It's 0-2. Gray, the 9th man to bat in the inning. Slaughter, who led off the inning with a single, waits on deck. The 0-2 pitch, high for ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch down in the dirt, gets away from the catcher Johnson, so heading to second is Hodges. And the count is now 2-2 on Gray. Another pitch in the dirt. Makes it 3-2. 3-2 pitch, check swing, and it is ball 4 to Gray as he trots down to first with the walk.
Now batting for the Pirates, Caleb Slaughter.
So that brings up Caleb Slaughter. 2 for 2 in this game. Led off the inning with a single, also had a double in the second. Slaughter swings and pops this one up. Foul territory, and that is going to fall for strike 1. Morrell giving chase, but never got a good read on it. No balls, 1 strike. Zach Radar with the pitch. Grounder to short, could be 2. They go second for 1, on to first, 6-4, 3 double play, and that will end the inning. But the Pirates plate 6, we are through 4 here at Pirate Field. Armstrong State leads Paine 8-0. Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field. Brad Dobler leads off the top of the 5th inning for Paine. Came in for Aaron Ushery last half inning defensively, now getting his first chance to bat in this game. First pitch to him is a strike. Dobler 1 for 8 on the season. This is his 4th appearance of the year. Next pitch is inside for a ball. Swinging a grounder to second. Up with it is Paluski. Throws on to first, and there's one away. Well, every game but ours and the West Alabama Georgia Southwestern game is a final in the Peach Belt Conference. As Kendrick Elder comes to the plate, we'll run down those scores for you one last time here. As Elder steps in 0 for 1 with a walk. That came in his last plate appearance. Goberdon's first pitch to him is a strike. Of course, you know the score of our first game of our doubleheader. Armstrong State winning 21 to 2. Young Harris beat King 10 to 7 as there was a swing and a miss for strike 2. Lynn beat Columbus State 9-6. UNC Pembroke beat Concord 14 to 10. Nova Southeastern beat North Georgia 9-7. Georgia College hung on to beat Tampa 8-7. USC Aiken beat Shepherd 17 to 5, and Augusta beat West Georgia 4 to 3. They're currently in the 4th inning in Americus, and West Alabama leads Georgia Southwestern 11 to 2. And that's your Peach Belt Conference baseball scoreboard for this Sunday. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Goberdon is outside for ball 2. Swinging a grounder foul down the third base side. Elder last year for Paine hit .303 with a homer, 26 runs batted in, and 29 stolen bases. As there's called strike 3, and Elder out on strikes for the second out of the inning. Now bring up Fentress Henderson. Third baseman 0 for 2 in this game with a strikeout and a ground out. Goberdon first pitch high for a ball. One 0 pitch, grounded to third. Gray takes it on the high hop, throws on to first. 3 up, 3 down go the Lions in the 5th. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Pirates lead at 8-0. Mark Felton will lead off the bottom of the 5th inning for the Pirates. It'll be Felton, Paluski, and Trey Roberts to face Zach Radar in the 5th. Radar's thrown 82 pitches, 52 for strikes, and as we said, pitched well for 3 1/3, but the 4th inning was rough on the sophomore. Felton's first pitch is a grounder to short. Batista stays with it, throws on to first, and there's one away. So that'll bring up Paluski. 0 for 1 with a walk. Paluski takes the first pitch low for ball 1. 8-0 Pirates in control of the Lions early here as there's a swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. And Goberdon, if that indeed was his last inning, because the other 2 starters this weekend have been pulled after 5 as Paluski swings and misses for strike 2. Goberdon, you would have to argue, put up the best starting performance for a Pirate pitcher this weekend. Going 5 innings, giving up 3 hits, no runs. Called strike 3, Paluski out on strikes for the 2nd out of the inning. And with 2 down, it brings up Trey Roberts. Goberdon, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. As Roberts looks in, he is 1 for 2 with an RBI single. First pitch to him is low for a ball. One-0 pitch, a little high. It's 2-0. Roberts, the transfer from Liberty University, first season with Armstrong State. After playing for 3 years for the Flames. Deep drive to left. This one is carrying, and this one is gone. Trey Roberts with a solo home run here in the bottom of the 5th, and the Pirates now lead it 9-0. So Trey Roberts with the home run. Pirates have had 3 home runs in the doubleheader today. And we go back to the top of the order for Mike Warren. Raiders' first pitch to Warren, low for a ball. Big swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. Pirate home runs now 5 on the year as a team. 2 for Will Hodges, 1 for Zach Goebel, 1 for Caleb Slaughter, and now 1 for Trey Roberts. 5 home runs on the season. Of course, Armstrong softball just calls that a doubleheader. Softball team off this week. They will be back in action next weekend down in Melbourne, Florida, taking on several teams in tournament action. Pirates will not be at home until mid-March when they host Flagler for a Peach Bowl Conference doubleheader, 18th of March. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch to Warren is high, ball 4. Warren wasn't quite sure if he was going to be rung up on that one or not, but he trots down to first base, and now Chandler Corley will bat.
Now batting the shortstop, Chandler Corley.
Corley is 2 for 3. He has driven in a run in each of his last 2 at-bats. First pitch to him is low for a ball. Corley had a single and scored a run in the first, drove in a run with a single in the third, and then had a ground ball to short that was bobbled by Batista. With the bases loaded, runs scored. Corley was safe. He would later score in the inning. 1-0 pitch, big swing. A little late on the Raider fastball, and it's 1-1. One ball, one strike. The pitch. That's a right over the plate. Strike 2. One-two pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. And that will retire the side. We're through 5 here at Pirate Field. Armstrong State leads Paine 9-0. We move to the top of the 6th inning here at Pirate Field. And the new pitcher for the Pirates is senior left-hander Blake Turner, making his second appearance of the season. Turner out of Lawrenceville, Georgia, and a transfer from West Georgia Tech, replaces Sam Goberdon, who went 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, no runs, walked 1, struck out 3. Turner's numbers on the season: 0-1 with a 7.20 ERA. 5 innings pitched. He's given up 8 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, walked 1, struck out 5. He was on the wrong end of an 8-1 loss to Valdosta State last Sunday in Daytona Beach, and here comes in with the Pirates leading Paine 9-0. And Hardvis Batista is going to get his first at-bat of the weekend. Batista pitched yesterday against the Pirates, came in defensively a couple of innings ago, and this is his first at-bat of the weekend. He is 0 for 3 on the season. First pitch to him is high from Turner. Batista, a 5'9" junior out of West Hempstead, New York. Nassau Community College transfer. Turner's next pitch is a strike, and it's 1-1. Turner's second season with Armstrong State. Delivers another strike. Made 10 appearances last year, went 2-2 with a 6.26 ERA. Didn't really see a lot of action until late in the year. And on the very last game of the season at Belmont Abbey, who would go on to participate in the NCAA Regionals, pitched 7 1/3, gave up 2 runs and struck out 9 to beat Belmont Abbey 7-2. As there's a swing and a miss, strike 3, and Batista out on strikes for the first out of the innings. That gave Coach Culberson some confidence in that Turner might work his way into the rotation this year. And in the first weekend of the season, Coach Culberson had the prospect of throwing 3 left-handed starters out on a weekend with Turner, Goberdon, and Tanner Hall. But the pitching of Matt Meeks in relief last week merited a start for him this weekend, as the first pitch to Jazeel Morel is a strike. So Turner comes in on the back end of Sam Goberdon's start, and we'll see how it shakes down next week. Again, a busy week for the Pirates. 5 games, midweek game against Catawba on Wednesday. We would think Aaron Bentley would make that start since he started Wednesday against Morehouse, but a swing and a miss by Morel makes it 1-2. But with 4 games on tap next week, you would think Meeks, Goberdon, Hall, and perhaps Turner, if he pitches well here today, would get those 4 starts. 1-2 delivery from Turner, and that's in the dirt for a ball. Two-two pitch, fouled off the foot of Morel, and he'll have to take a moment and walk that off. Turner's numbers last year in those 10 appearances, 5 starts, 2-2, a 6.26 ERA. Did strike out 41 in 27 1/3 innings of work, as that pitch is high and outside. Turner pitched 2 years at West Georgia Tech. 3-2 with a 4.24 ERA and 9 starts as a sophomore. And he played his high school ball for Flowery Branch High School. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Blake Turner has struck out 2 to start the top of the 6th, and it brings up the left-hander, Adam Martin. Martin has been hit by a pitch and has a single in this contest, as the first pitch from Turner is a strike. Next pitch low for a ball. One ball, one strike. The pitch a little bit high inside as well. 4:48 the time of day. We're probably about less than an hour of daylight left, or playable daylight left, here at Pirate Field, as that pitch is low for a ball. I don't think the outcome is in doubt, but the length of the game is still a little bit in doubt, as there is a chopper to second. Paluski has to wait on it, but throws on and makes the play. 3 up, 3 down go the Lions in the 6th. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Pirates lead at 9-0. We lead off the bottom of the 6th inning with a pinch hitter as Tyler Epps is going to bat for Goebel.
Leading off in pitch hitting for your Pirates, number 21, Tyler Epps.
Epps came in the first game for the Pirates as a pinch hitter. And was 0 for 1. First pitch here from Rader is low, and then there's a shot into right field, and that's going to go out for a home run to right field. And Tyler Epps with a pinch hit solo home run to right field makes it 10-0. So Tyler Epps makes it 4 home runs in the doubleheader today for the Pirates, 2 in each game. And now Will Hodges will step to the plate. Hodges 2 for 3 with 3 runs batted in. Drove in a pair with a single his last time up. 10-0 our score. 10 runs, 13 hits for the Pirates. As Hodges looks at a first pitch strike. By the way, Radar now 101 pitches in the game. 63 for strikes, 38 for balls. Swing and a shot right to the third baseman, Fentress Henderson. He catches it on the line for out number 1. And that'll bring up a pinch hitter. Stetson Smith will bat in place of Gray.